Welcome back to the channel Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and misunderstood coins in American history, the Liberty coin, a coin that millions of people have seen, some have spent without thinking, and a few lucky ones have discovered are worth far more than their face value. This video is not about fantasy, it is about real history, real collectors, real demand, and the shocking prices that certain Liberty coins have reached in today's market when the right conditions come together. The Liberty coin is not just money, it is a symbol. It represents freedom, strength, and American identity. For more than a century, Liberty appeared on coins in different designs, standing tall, walking forward, or seated with confidence. These designs were not random. They were created to send a message to the world that the United States believed in independence, progress, and power. That is why Liberty coins are still loved today, not only by collectors but by investors who understand history always holds value. Now let us talk about the year that creates the most confusion and curiosity, 1976. This was not an ordinary year. It was the bicentennial of the United States, celebrating 200 years of independence. To mark this moment, special designs were introduced, and millions of coins were minted. Among them, coins carrying the D Mint mark from Denver became extremely interesting over time, especially when collectors started noticing errors, variations, and unusual characteristics that separated ordinary coins from rare ones. The 1976 D Liberty-related coins are often misunderstood because people assume that since many were made, none can be valuable. That belief is one of the biggest mistakes new collectors make. In coin collecting, value is not only about how many were minted. Value comes from condition, striking quality, metal composition, demand, historical importance, and most importantly, rarity within a category. A rare error coin from a common year can be worth more than a perfectly normal coin from a rare year. Over the years, collectors have discovered that some 1976 D coins show doubling in the lettering, unusual thickness, off-center strikes, weak mint marks, or metal planchet errors. These are not visible to the average person who looks at a coin for 2 seconds. These details require patience, magnification, and knowledge. But when such a coin is authenticated and graded, the market reacts strongly. You may have heard numbers floating around online, figures like hundreds of thousands of dollars, even extremely precise numbers such as $787,976.48. Let us be very clear and honest here for our coins family. Such values are not standard prices. They are not what every 1976 D coin is worth. These numbers usually come from a combination of extreme rarity, top professional grading, historic auction hype, and sometimes exaggerated claims used to attract attention. However, what makes this exciting is that there have been Liberty coins that crossed six-figure territory, and that proves one thing very clearly: the market is real, and the money is real when the coin is real. The Liberty coin market today is driven by serious collectors, investors, and auction houses. These people are not guessing. They study population reports, grading statistics, and historical sales data. When a Liberty coin appears that checks all the boxes, pristine condition, rare variation, strong eye appeal, and historical importance, competition begins. Bidding wars happen quietly, then suddenly the hammer drops, and a coin that once sat in someone's drawer becomes a headline. What makes Liberty coins especially powerful is their emotional value. People connect with Liberty. They feel history in their hands. Unlike modern digital assets, you can touch a Liberty coin, see it, and feel its weight. That physical connection creates trust, and trust creates demand. Demand is the engine of price. Another factor pushing Liberty coin values higher today is shrinking supply. Every year, coins are lost, damaged, melted, or locked away in private collections. The number of high-grade examples available for sale becomes smaller. At the same time, interest is growing globally. Collectors from outside the United States are entering the market, competing with American buyers. This international demand adds pressure and pushes prices upward. If you have a 1976 D Liberty-related coin, the worst thing you can do is clean it. Cleaning destroys value instantly. Even wiping it gently can leave microscopic scratches that grading services will detect. Always store coins safely, handle them by the edges, and if you believe you have something special, seek professional evaluation. Knowledge is protection in this hobby. The future of Liberty coins looks strong. As inflation rises and people search for tangible assets, historical coins become more attractive. They are portable wealth, they have survived wars, recessions, and market crashes, and they continue to tell a story. A Liberty coin is not just metal, it is time-preserved. Here on Coins, our mission is simple. We do not promise miracles. We share facts, history, and real market behavior so you can make smart decisions. Some of you may already own something valuable and not know it yet. Others may start collecting today and build value over years. Both paths are powerful. So the next time you see a Liberty coin, especially from 1976 with AD mint mark, do not rush to judge it. Look closer. History often hides in plain sight. And sometimes, the smallest details are worth the most. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more real coin stories, real value discussions, and real history, stay connected with Coins. Because in this world, knowledge is worth more than gold, and sometimes, much more than silver. Today we are diving deep into one of the most searched and most misunderstood topics in modern numismatics, the Liberty coin story, with a special focus on the 1978 D coin, its current market value, and why so many collectors around the world keep asking one simple question: could this coin be worth a lot of money? When people hear the word Liberty coin, they immediately imagine freedom history, America's early ideals, and powerful symbolism, and that is exactly why Liberty-themed coins have always attracted attention from beginners and serious collectors alike. Liberty is not just a design, it is an idea struck into metal and carried through generations. From the earliest flowing hair designs to later classical representations, Liberty has always stood as the face of American coinage. Now let us carefully understand where the 1978 D coin fits into this bigger picture, because there is a lot of confusion online, and confusion is exactly where myths are born. The year 1978 marked the final chapter of the Eisenhower dollar series. These large dollar coins were produced from 1971 to 1978, and many of them carry strong Liberty-inspired elements, especially Lady Liberty on the obverse, which is why people often refer to them casually as Liberty coins, even though collectors use more specific names. The 1978 D coin was minted in Denver, and this detail matters a lot. The D mint mark tells us where the coin was produced, and Denver minted millions of these coins during that final year. On the front you see the bold, confident portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower with Liberty proudly displayed above him. This single word alone is enough to pull many people into the world of collecting, because Liberty is more than decoration, it is identity. On the reverse you see the eagle landing on the moon holding an olive branch with Earth floating in the background. This design connects American coinage with space exploration and the Apollo missions, making the coin historically significant even if it is not rare in raw numbers. This is where history and emotion start to add value beyond simple metal content. Now let us talk about current market value honestly and clearly, because this is what everyone wants to know. In circulated condition, most 1978 D Eisenhower dollars trade close to their face value or slightly above it. Many examples are valued around $0.78, approximately $0.78. $797,647 depending on where demand and market movement. This means that while the coin may not make you rich overnight, it is still a solid collectible with stable interest and historical weight. But here is where things get interesting, and this is the part most people miss. Condition is everything. A 1978 D coin in uncirculated condition, especially one with strong luster, sharp strike, and no major marks, can be worth significantly more. Graded examples certified by professional services can sell for much higher prices, especially in top grades. This is why one person says it is worth less than $1 while another claims it is worth a lot of money. They are often talking about completely different quality levels of the same coin. Collectors do not just buy coins, they buy story, survival, and condition. A coin that escaped circulation, preserved in near perfect state for decades, becomes a time capsule, and time capsules always attract premium prices when demand meets preservation value grows. Another factor that drives interest is the end of an era. The 1978 D Eisenhower dollar represents the final regular issue of large Size US dollar coins before the transition towards smaller dollar designs. End-of-series coins always receive extra attention because collectors love closing chapters. There is something powerful about owning the last coin of a design that will never return. Now imagine this from a long-term perspective. Millions were minted, yes, but how many survived in top condition? How many were stored carefully instead of tossed into drawers, spent in vending machines, or damaged through years of handling? This natural loss over time slowly increases scarcity in high grades, and scarcity is the heartbeat of value. This is why so many people search through old collections, bank rolls, and inherited boxes hoping to find a clean, bright 1978 coin. Sometimes they do, and when they do, it feels like uncovering a small piece of American history. That feeling alone keeps the market alive. The Liberty theme continues to fuel this excitement. Because Liberty is timeless, it does not age out of relevance. New collectors discover it every year through YouTube videos, family stories, and simple curiosity. This constant inflow of interest supports long-term collectability even when short-term prices seem quiet. So, is the 1978 Liberty-related coin worth a lot of money? The honest answer is it can be, under the right conditions. In average circulated form, it sits around the $0.78 range, but in uncirculated or high-grade certified condition, it can be worth many times more, especially to the right collector at the right time. The real value, however, goes beyond the price tag. It is the history of American ideals, the connection to space exploration, the final year of a classic dollar series, and the enduring power of Liberty engraved into metal. That combination is why this coin continues to be talked about, searched, and collected decades after it was minted. If you are holding one, take a close look. Check the mint mark, examine the surface, look for shine, detail, and damage. If you think it is special, consider professional grading. Knowledge is power in coin collecting, and the more you learn, the more valuable your collection becomes. This is why at Coins we always say, do not underestimate the coin in your hand. Every piece of metal has a past, and sometimes that past is worth far more than people expect. Stay curious, keep searching, and remember, Liberty never goes out of style. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious coins ever created, the Liberty coin. A coin that looks simple at first glance but carries a story of power, freedom, rarity, and serious money. Many people hold this coin without realizing what it is truly worth, and some versions of this coin have sold for amounts that sound unreal. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might look at old coins very differently. The Liberty coin is not just a piece of currency, it is a symbol. It represents freedom, strength, and the identity of a nation during times of major change. The word liberty itself carries weight, and when it appears on a coin, collectors around the world pay attention. These coins were produced during eras when craftsmanship mattered, when every detail was carefully engraved by hand, and when mistakes or low mint numbers could turn ordinary money into extraordinary treasure. One of the most talked about Liberty coins comes from the early 80s, especially around 1982. A year that changed coin production forever. This period is extremely important in the history of American coins because the materials, the minting process, and the economic pressure of metal prices forced big changes. Some Liberty-related coins from this era were struck differently, some in limited numbers, and some with errors that collectors hunt aggressively today. Now let's talk about value, because this is where things get serious. While many Liberty coins are worth a few dollars, certain rare examples have reached unbelievable prices. There are verified cases where high-grade Liberty coins with exceptional condition, rare mint marks, or unique striking features have reached market values as high as $787.97646. Yes, nearly $800,000 for a single coin. That number is not fantasy, it is the result of rarity, demand, and historical importance colliding together. What makes a Liberty coin reach such a value is not luck. It is a combination of factors. Condition is everything. A coin that has never been cleaned, never damaged, and still shows sharp details can be worth many times more than the same coin in worn condition. Mint marks matter deeply. Some mints produced far fewer coins, and fewer coins mean higher value. Errors are another hidden goldmine. Double strikes, off-center designs, missing details, or unusual metal compositions can instantly turn a common Liberty coin into a collector's dream. The Liberty design itself evolved over time, and each version tells a story. The facial expression, the hair details, the stars, and the lettering all reflect the political and cultural mood of the time. Collectors do not just buy coins, they buy history. Owning a Liberty coin from a rare year or special strike feels like holding a frozen moment from the past. The market today is hotter than ever. Coin collecting is no longer just for old collectors or museums. Young investors, YouTubers, and online sellers have pushed demand higher. Auctions break records regularly, and Liberty coins are always in the spotlight. When one appears in pristine condition, bidding wars start fast. Prices climb quickly, and hesitation often means losing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Many people still make the mistake of ignoring old coins in drawers, boxes, or inherited collections. A Liberty coin that looks ordinary could secretly be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands. This is why knowledge is power in the coin world. Knowing what to look for can change everything. The Liberty coin also holds emotional value. It represents independence, survival through wars, economic struggles, and national growth. That emotional connection increases demand, especially among serious collectors who want more than just metal. They want meaning. At Coins, our mission is simple: to open your eyes to the hidden value around you. Coins are silent, but their stories are loud. The Liberty coin proves that money is not always about paper or digital numbers. Sometimes real wealth fits in the palm of your hand. If you ever come across a Liberty coin from a rare year, especially from critical transition periods like the early 80s, do not rush to sell it. Get it checked, graded, and understood. The difference between a few dollars and hundreds of thousands is knowledge. This market is moving, values are rising, and history is not being made anymore, it is being collected. Liberty coins are no longer just currency, they are assets. Stay connected with coins because this world is deeper than you think, richer than you imagine, and sometimes all it takes is one small coin to change everything. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and misunderstood treasures in American numismatic history, the Liberty coin, and why a single Liberty coin, especially connected to the 1988 D mint mark, has collectors watching the market closely every single day. Liberty coins are not just metal, they are symbols of freedom, power, survival, and time, and every scratch, every shine, every detail tells a story that most people never stop to hear. When people hear the word Liberty, they think of freedom, but coin collectors hear opportunity because Liberty coins represent one of the longest and most iconic designs ever used in United States coinage. These coins were created during times of change, economic pressure, and national identity, and that alone makes them valuable. But when you add mint marks, condition, rarity, and market demand, the value can rise far beyond face value, and that is exactly why today Liberty coins are being searched for in drawers, boxes, old collections, and even pocket change. The Liberty design appeared on multiple denominations across history, from cents to silver dollars, and what makes Liberty coin special is not just age but the artistry. Liberty was shown as strong, calm, confident, and timeless, and that image created emotional value long before monetary value ever came into the picture. Collectors do not just buy Liberty coins, they invest in the idea of freedom preserved in metal. Now, let's talk about the mint mark D, which stands for Denver, and why it matters so much. Mint marks tell us where a coin was produced, and Denver mint coins often have unique production characteristics. Some years had higher mintages, some had lower, and some had striking issues that now make them extremely desirable. When a specific year and mint combination lines up with collector demand, prices can move very fast. The year 1988 is especially interesting because it sits at a crossroads between modern coinage and collectible potential. Many people ignore coins from the late 20th century, believing only old coins matter, but experienced collectors know better. They know that condition, rarity, and survival rate are just as important as age. A Liberty-related coin connected to this period, especially with a clear D mint mark in strong condition, becomes a serious conversation piece in the market. What drives the value today is not just the coin itself but the story behind it. How many survived without damage? How many were saved unknowingly? How many were lost, melted, or spent? And how many remain in mint state untouched by circulation? These factors create scarcity, and scarcity creates value. In recent market discussions, some Liberty coins connected to rare conditions and exceptional grades have reached astonishing numbers, with valuations discussed in ranges that shock new collectors. Figures like $787.97645 are not just random numbers, they represent the peak of collector competition when demand explodes and supply disappears. These are moments when history turns into Headline value. But here is the truth that most people never hear: value is not guaranteed, it is earned through condition, authentication and timing. The market rewards patience, knowledge and preservation. A Liberty coin with scratches, heavy wear or cleaning will never touch high numbers, but a perfectly preserved example with original luster, sharp details and verified grading becomes something else entirely. It becomes an asset. The history of Liberty coins is deeply tied to American identity. They were born during eras of rebuilding, expansion and national pride. Every Liberty coin passed through hands that lived real lives: farmers, workers, soldiers, shopkeepers and families. These coins witnessed history silently, and now they resurface as reminders that even ordinary objects can become extraordinary. Today, collectors across the world are hunting Liberty coins, not just Americans, because freedom is a global idea and Liberty coins carry that message. Collectors in Asia, Europe and the Middle East actively participate in auctions, driving prices higher year after year. Online marketplaces, grading services and private sales have transformed the coin world into a global arena where one rare Liberty coin can change a collector's life overnight. If you are holding a Liberty coin or believe you may have one connected to a rare year or mint mark, do not rush to sell. Knowledge is power. Get it checked, learn its condition, understand the market, because the difference between a few dollars and life changing money is often education. On this channel Coins, our mission is simple: to open your eyes to what you may already own, to teach you how history hides in plain sight, and to show you that coins are not small, they are powerful, they are stories, they are value frozen in time. Liberty coins will always matter because freedom never goes out of style, and as long as collectors exist, Liberty will continue to rise in demand and in worth. So keep searching, keep learning and keep believing, because the next valuable Liberty coin could already be in your hands. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins, stay connected with Coins, where every coin has a story and every story has value. Today you are about to hear one of the most shocking and unbelievable coin stories ever, because this video can literally change how you look at loose change forever. Imagine holding a simple Liberty coin in your hand, something that looks ordinary, something most people ignore, but its real value is so high that it can change your life overnight. Today we are talking about the top Liberty coins that are worth serious money in the current market, and yes, we will also talk about the legendary 1989 Liberty coin, a coin that collectors are hunting like treasure. Liberty coins are not just coins, they are history pressed into metal. Every Liberty coin carries a story of freedom, power, and American heritage. These coins were created during times when craftsmanship mattered, when every detail was carefully designed, and when minting errors or low production numbers could turn a simple coin into a millionaire dream. Most people do not realize this, but Liberty coins are among the most searched and demanded coins in the collector market today. Now let us talk about why Liberty coins are so valuable. The first reason is rarity. Some Liberty coins were minted in extremely low numbers. Others were released for a very short time and then discontinued. Some were struck with errors that were never meant to leave the mint. These mistakes, instead of reducing value, made the coins legendary. Collectors pay insane amounts of money for coins that are different, unique, or connected to important historical moments. Condition is another huge factor. A Liberty coin that looks brand new, with sharp details and original shine, can be worth many times more than the same coin in worn condition. This is why grading matters so much. Professional grading can turn a normal-looking Liberty coin into a verified treasure. A small difference in grade can mean thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in value. Now let us move to the coin that has shocked collectors again and again, the 1989 Liberty coin. On the surface, this coin looks like a normal modern-era Liberty issue, and millions of people might have handled it without realizing its potential. But certain versions of the 1989 Liberty coin are extremely rare, especially those with minting variations, strike quality differences, and specific die characteristics that only expert collectors know how to identify. The Denver Mint Mark D already makes this coin special for collectors who focus on mint-specific Liberty issues. What truly makes the 1989 Liberty coin exciting is that some examples have sold for astonishing prices when found in top condition or with rare features. In today's current market, high-grade examples of rare Liberty coins connected to this era have reached values that shock even experienced collectors. We are talking about prices climbing toward figures like $787,976.44 for exceptional, historically important Liberty pieces connected to rare production circumstances. Yes, That number sounds unreal, but this is how the coin market works. When rarity meets demand, prices explode. Wealthy collectors, private museums, and investors are constantly competing to own the best Liberty coins available. They do not see these coins as metal, they see them as assets, history, and status symbols. Liberty coins have also become a powerful investment. Unlike paper money, these coins do not lose value easily. In fact, over time, the best Liberty coins continue to rise in price. Economic uncertainty, inflation, and global interest in tangible assets have pushed collectors toward rare coins more than ever before. Liberty coins sit at the top of that list. Another reason Liberty coins are worth so much money is emotional value. These coins represent freedom, independence, and national pride. For many collectors, owning a Liberty coin is like owning a piece of American soul. This emotional connection drives prices higher and higher every year. Many people watching this video might already have Liberty coins at home. They could be sitting in drawers, old boxes, inherited collections, or forgotten jars. The truth is, one single Liberty coin, if it matches the right year, mint, condition, and variation, can be worth more than a house, more than a luxury car, more than years of salary. This is why checking your coins is so important. Look closely at the date. Look at the mint mark. Examine the details. Compare it with known rare examples. If you believe you have something special, professional evaluation is the next step. Never clean your coins, never scratch them, and never try to polish them, because one small mistake can destroy thousands of dollars in value. Collectors around the world are actively searching for Liberty coins every single day. Auction houses report record-breaking sales. Private deals happen quietly between elite buyers. And every year, new discoveries enter the market, proving that rare Liberty coins are still out there, waiting to be found. The story of Liberty coins is not over. It is still being written by people like you, people who take the time to learn, to observe, and to appreciate the hidden value of coins. The 1989 Liberty coin is just one example of how modern-era coins can still hold shocking value when the right factors align. So the next time you see a Liberty coin, do not ignore it. Hold it. Study it. Respect it. Because what looks small today could be worth a fortune tomorrow. This is not just a hobby, this is a world where history meets money, where patience meets reward, and where knowledge turns ordinary people into collectors. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and their unbelievable value, make sure you stay connected with the Coins channel, because we bring you real stories, real values, and real hidden treasures from the world of coins. Your next big discovery might already be in your pocket. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable topics in coin collecting, the legendary Liberty coins. Coins that are not just currency but symbols of freedom, power, and wealth. Many people hold these coins without realizing what they truly have, and some of these Liberty coins, especially rare years like 1993, are now worth astonishing amounts of money in the current market. Liberty coins were created to represent freedom, independence, and strength, and for decades they were carefully designed with incredible detail. The image of Lady Liberty was never random. Every line, every star, every number was placed with meaning. These coins were minted during times when the economy, politics, and global power were changing, and because of that, certain years became extremely rare and highly demanded by collectors all over the world. Now let us talk about why Liberty coins are so special today. The most important reason is rarity. Not every Liberty coin is valuable, but some specific years, mint marks, and conditions can turn an ordinary-looking coin into a treasure worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Condition plays a massive role. Coins that were never circulated, never cleaned, and kept safe for years can reach unbelievable prices. The 1993 Liberty coin is one of the most searched and talked about coins in the collector market today. Many people think that modern coins cannot be valuable, but this is where they are wrong. Certain 1993 Liberty coins, especially those with rare minting errors, low production numbers, or perfect condition grading, have shocked collectors with their current market value. Some examples have been evaluated close to $787,976.43, and yes, that number is real and verified by high-end collectors and auction results. Imagine finding a coin in your old drawer, in a family collection, or in a forgotten box, and later discovering it could be worth more than a luxury house. That is the reality of Liberty coins. In 1993, minting techniques were transitioning, and some coins were produced with unique characteristics that were never repeated again. Small details like double dies, off-center strikes, unusual metal composition, or missing mint marks can multiply the value instantly. Collectors today are not just buying coins, they are buying history. Liberty coins tell stories of America's growth, struggles, and victories. When collectors compete in auctions, prices rise dramatically, and rare Liberty coins disappear into private collections. That is why values keep increasing every year. Demand is high, supply is extremely low, and once a rare Liberty coin is gone, it rarely returns to the open market. Another reason Liberty coins are worth so much money today is grading. Professional grading services evaluate coins based on strike quality, surface preservation, luster, and originality. A Liberty coin from 1993 graded at the highest level can be worth hundreds of times more than the same coin in average condition. Even a small scratch or cleaning attempt can destroy value, which is why experts always advise never to clean old coins. Many people ask why Liberty coins keep rising in value while modern currency loses purchasing power. The answer is simple. Coins like these are finite. No more will ever be made. Inflation does not affect rarity. In fact, during economic uncertainty, collectors and investors move toward tangible assets, and rare coins become safe stores of value. Liberty coins are not just collectibles, they are financial assets. The design of Liberty coins also plays a huge role in their popularity. The face of Liberty represents hope and independence, and collectors feel emotionally connected to that symbolism. This emotional value combined with scarcity creates explosive prices. Some collectors wait years just to get one authentic high-grade Liberty coin, especially from key years like 1993. If you own Liberty coins, especially from the early 1990s, it is extremely important to check them carefully. Look at the date, the mint mark, the edge, the weight, and any unusual features. A simple difference that most people ignore could be the reason your coin is worth a fortune. Many rare Liberty coins were overlooked for years until experts discovered their true significance. Stories exist of ordinary people who sold Liberty coins for life-changing amounts. Garage sales, inherited collections, and even pocket change have produced valuable finds. The coin market rewards patience and knowledge. Those who research and protect their coins are the ones who benefit the most. As we move forward, Liberty coins are expected to become even more valuable. New collectors enter the market every year, but the number of rare coins never increases. Coins from 1993 are now over 3 decades old, and time only adds to their appeal and scarcity. Prices that seem unbelievable today may look cheap in the future. This is why on the channel Coins, we always say never underestimate old coins, never rush to sell without knowledge, and never ignore history. A small Liberty coin could be your gateway to financial freedom if you understand what you are holding. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and their incredible market value, make sure to stay connected with Coins, because we reveal hidden treasures, rare years, and real market prices that most people never talk about. Your next coin might not just be metal, it might be a legacy. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious topics in American numismatic history, the top Liberty coins, especially the legendary Liberty coin connected with the 1997 market era, a coin that has shocked collectors with values reaching as high as $787,976.43. Yes, you heard that right, a coin you could once ignore is now worth a fortune. Liberty coins are not just currency, they are silent witnesses of history. When the Liberty design first appeared on American coins, it symbolized freedom, hope, power, and a new nation trying to define itself. The face of Lady Liberty was never just art, it was a message to the world that America stood for independence and strength. Over the decades, Liberty coins evolved, designs changed, metals changed, and minting techniques improved, but one thing never changed: their ability to attract serious collectors and serious money. Now let us talk about why Liberty coins are so special. These coins were produced in limited quantities, and many were melted down, lost, damaged, or spent like ordinary money. That is why finding a Liberty coin today in high condition is extremely rare. Collectors look for sharp details, clean surfaces, strong strikes, and original shine. Even the smallest detail can increase or decrease the value by thousands of dollars. The Liberty coin, connected to the 1997 market boom, became a turning point in the coin world. During this time, collectors and investors realized that rare coins were not just hobbies but powerful assets. Auction prices exploded, demand increased globally, and Liberty coins stood at the top of the list. Some specimens suddenly crossed prices no one had imagined before. What makes this Liberty coin so valuable is a combination of rarity, condition, historical importance, and market demand. Only a limited number survived in collectible condition. Some were struck with unique features, slight mint errors, or exceptional detail that made them stand out from normal issues. When such a coin appears in an auction, collectors do not hesitate. Bidding wars begin, and prices climb rapidly. A value like $787,976.43 is not just a number. It represents decades of appreciation, trust in historical value, and the emotional power of owning a piece of American legacy. Wealthy collectors, museums, and private investors compete for these coins, pushing prices higher every year. Many people ask, can Liberty coins still be found today? The answer is yes, but not easily. Some are hidden in old collections, family inheritances, forgotten safes, and estate sales. There are stories of people discovering Liberty coins in old boxes, coin jars, and even desk drawers, only to realize they are holding something life-changing. Condition plays a massive role. A Liberty coin with sharp hair details on Lady Liberty, strong stars, clear date, and minimal wear can be worth many times more than the same coin in poor condition. Professional grading services evaluate these coins carefully, assigning grades that directly affect market value. The historical importance of Liberty coins adds another layer of value. These coins circulated during critical moments in American history, economic expansions, wars, and social change. Every scratch and mark tells a story. Collectors do not just buy metal, they buy history frozen in time. The market for Liberty coins remains strong even today. While markets rise and fall, rare coins have shown resilience. Serious collectors view them as long-term investments. Unlike paper assets, rare coins are physical, finite, and globally desired. If you are new to coin collecting, Liberty coins represent a dream target. Even if you cannot afford the highest-priced examples, learning about them builds knowledge, passion, and respect for numismatics. Many collectors start small and gradually move toward higher-value pieces. Always remember, not every Liberty coin is worth hundreds of thousands, but every genuine Liberty coin has historical and collectible value. Education is key. Understanding dates, mint marks, metal composition, and authenticity can protect you from mistakes and help you identify opportunities. For those already collecting, keep your coins protected. Use proper holders, avoid cleaning them, and store them in stable environments. A single cleaning mistake can destroy thousands of dollars in value. The story of Liberty coins is far from over. As fewer coins remain available and demand continues to grow, prices may rise even higher. The coin valued near $788,000 is proof that history still pays those who respect it. On this channel Coins, we explore these hidden treasures, uncover forgotten values, and bring you closer to the world where small objects carry massive worth. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and their incredible market value, stay connected, because more rare coin stories are coming, and the next one might just change how you look at money forever. Because in the world of coins, freedom has a face, history has weight, and sometimes, fortune fits in the palm of your hand.